And this, let's bring in Georgia Congressman Buddy Carter. Good morning, sir. Okay, so the government has now been shut down for 20 days. Do you agree with Speaker Johnson here that this whole no kings, whatever you want to call it, weekend was just more of a stunt to distract from the shutdown?
Absolutely, I agree with him, and there's no question that's what it was. And I think he made some good points here when he said that if we had a king, there wouldn't have been any protest. If we had a king, the government would be open. You know, this is nothing more than a bunch of Antifa socialists and Marxists who hate democracy. I mean, you could have very well called this "I Hate America" campaign. And what they want is they want socialism like they have in Russia and China, where poverty is spread across everywhere. And if they want that, they can go to China or Russia. But that's not what we have here in America.
Yeah, I mean, we keep hearing also the word hypocrisy when it comes to this. And, you heard Mike Johnson mention Obama. Back in 2013, he shut down the National Mall. He shut down all the national parks. But something else with Obama that I do want to bring up is he was also called the deporter-in-chief. He deported millions of illegals, and you didn't see these protests. You didn't see these people up in arms. So why all of a sudden is there so much love? I've never seen so much love for illegal immigrants and them out on the street protesting for them when we didn't see that during Obama's administration.
Absolutely not. We didn't see it. And you are seeing it now. And I couldn't agree with you more that the love that's being shown for them. I mean, that's why we're in a shutdown right now, is because Chuck Schumer, John Ossoff, and the Democrats want to give health care to illegal immigrants. That's all there is to it. They want to reverse what we did in the Working Families Tax Cut Act. What we did is we said that illegal immigrants are not going to get health care benefits. They're not going to be on Medicaid. And we penalized those states that were covering them. And yet they want to reverse that. And what's happening here is that it is causing our farmers and it's causing our rural hospitals to suffer because they're not able to get the funds that are needed that have been allocated and appropriated, but they're not to get those.
Yeah. I mean, again, that is the sticking point here with the Democrats. They want funding for illegals and illegal health care. So here we are, sir, heading into a fresh new week. I don't know. What kind of progress do you expect to see in terms of resolving this thing this week?
Well, I think that Majority Leader Thune is going to call for a vote on a defense bill, and maybe that'll be the impetus to shake things loose. I don't know. But at the same time, something's got to give here. I'd hope that maybe after this weekend, when they had the opportunity to pull this little stunt with the No Kings protest, that maybe that was an opportunity as well to go ahead and let's get the government open. Look, we need the government open to hold our troops, to hold our citizens hostage in order to get health care for illegal immigrants is despicable.
And what is your reaction to the Democrats saying that no, this shutdown, it's all Republicans' fault. We're here. We're coming to the table. What is your response to that?
Well, it's absolutely erroneous, and that's what the media is trying to push, is that it is the Republicans' fault. And everyone thinks, oh, well, you have control of the House and the Senate and the White House. Why can't you get the government open? Well, simple civics tells you that we've got to have 60 votes in the Senate. That's why it is Chuck Schumer, John Ossoff, and the Democrats who are blocking this. They have voted 10 times already to keep the government shut down against the CR that we passed in the House. That was a clean CR that would get us through November 21st.
Is this simply Democrats like Schumer, obviously they're calling it the Schumer shutdown, just putting themselves and their interests just completely over the people that they are supposed to be representing?
Absolutely, that's what they're doing. And Chuck Schumer is doing nothing more than trying to prove that he's more anti-Trump than AOC is because he's afraid that she's going to primary him. And John Ossoff is not representing the values of the state of Georgia. He's representing the values of his party. He's putting his party over Georgians, and that's something that's got to change next November.
Yeah, I am born and raised in the great state of Georgia. I'm very well aware of John Ossoff and what he has been doing down there in the Peach State. But lastly, sir, I would love to get your reaction on the news that George Santos, his prison sentence, was commuted by President Trump Friday. Just what's your initial reaction to that?
Well, look, I like George. I mean, I knew him while he was in the House. Yeah, some of the things he did were certainly bizarre, but certainly that's the right the president has, and evidently he felt like this was a little bit too much punishment for the crimes that were committed. But at the same time, I hope that George will get his life in order, and I hope that he'll be a productive member of society.
Yeah, and again, this was President Trump's doing, not an auto pens pardon by the Biden administration.
Thank goodness.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Congressman, for joining us this morning. Really appreciate you waking up early with us.
Thank you.
All right, everyone.